John Dillinger, the legend of escape and robbery. Amid the Great Depression that swept across America in the 1930s, John Herbert Dillinger, 1903–1934, became one of the most notorious outlaws. This Indiana-born thief was presented to the public as a formidable gang hero, portrayed by the press as the Robin Hood of gangs who robbed banks to feed the poor. His story is fierce and thrilling, cemented in popular memory as a gripping criminal saga that continues to captivate the imagination and admiration to this day. Major robberies. Barely 2 days after his release in May 1933, Dillinger began a series of astonishing bank robberies. On June 10, 1933, he carried out his first armed assault, storming the New Carlisle Bank in Ohio and seizing $10,600. 2 weeks later, he and his gang looted Central National Bank in Greencastle, Indiana, making off with $75,000. As the weeks went by, the pace accelerated. In early 1934, he raided East Chicago National Bank armed with a machine gun. Officer William O'Malley fired at him several times, but Dillinger survived thanks to his bulletproof vest, while O'Malley was killed amid the chaos. Dillinger's crimes were not limited to banks. He and his gang also plundered armories, looting police stores in the cities of Auburn and Peru, Indiana, seizing machine guns, rifles, ammunition, and bulletproof vests. The spree continued with ferocity. By the summer of 1934, his gang had struck banks across several states, including Wisconsin, where a gunfight broke out in early April 1934, and South Dakota. On June 30, 1934, they stormed Merchants National Bank in South Bend, Indiana, stealing $30,000. Pursuers recall tense chases and shootouts where Dillinger's cunning and ruthlessness were on full display, with his infamous gang members like Lester Babyface Nelson alongside him. Dillinger was a nightmare for lawmen. On October 12, 1933, 3 of his associates ambushed Lima Jail in Ohio, killing Sheriff Jesse Sarber and freeing Dillinger from his cell while overpowering the guards. This was one of 3 jailbreaks involving his gang members during that period. Then came the famous March 1934 escape. While detained in Crown Point Jail, Indiana, which was deemed escape-proof, he surprised the guards with a skillfully carved wooden gun. Without a single bullet, the plan was flawlessly executed. He seized the sheriff's car outside and fled back to Chicago across federal borders. This move angered federal authorities, making his crossing a federal offense and instantly turning Dillinger into a fugitive from the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, the legend of the Robin Hood of gangs. Dillinger's crimes and clever tricks shattered the traditional image of the gangster. In poor cities, many saw him as a symbol of resistance against banks and injustice. Unintentionally, he became a folk hero among a class enraged by the devastation of the Depression. His tales spread in the press with a mythical touch. Rumors claimed Dillinger shared some of his loot with the poor, earning him the nickname Robin Hood of gangs. Although the state labeled his actions as brutal crimes, causing the deaths and injuries of many citizens and lawmen, many viewed him as a gang leader battling corrupt, bribe-laden police. Even J. Edgar Hoover, director of the FBI, waged a media war against him, making Dillinger's pursuit a reason to transform the Bureau of Investigation into the modern FBI. The end of the chase. As pressure mounted, the noose tightened on America's most dangerous criminal. In the summer of 1934, betrayal played a role in ending the Dillinger legend. His girlfriend, Romanian Anna Sage, tipped off authorities about his whereabouts in exchange for permission to stay in the country. His tragic end unfolded on the night of July 22, 1934, outside Chicago's Biograph Theater. Federal agents, then known as the Division of Investigation, set an ambush. When Dillinger exited with Sage and another companion, the officers unleashed a hail of bullets and he fell instantly, his bloody life closing under the spotlight. He was buried 3 days later in his family's cemetery in Indianapolis, ending a thrilling chapter in America's crime history.